Let's do this. 49th meeting in the Super League era, 24 wins apiece. It's rivals round in the Betfred Super League. No bigger rivalry than this one. A true one-city derby, and we're underway. And it's the Robins who get first use of it, and here they go. Warrea Hargreaves, outstanding in the cup win here 13 days ago, gets the first carry. There's no love lost here. Every tackle will be a battle in its own right. Jez Litton in at dummy half, no McAlorum. A big blow for the Robins. Well, they want to lay down a marker, and fast starts are the way that Hull KR like to start.
Yeah, absolutely. They're already making inroads around the ruck, and there's a late retreat here from Ed Chamberlain in Hull FC, injured in the tackle. I'm keen to see how this man goes.
Well, here the ball offloaded, and it's Hick who's over the halfway line offload. Now, did that touch a Hull hand? It did. Another set of 6 here. Morgan collects it, throws a dummy, realises he doesn't need to pass. But the first break of the game, although the ball's gone backwards, here's Lewis. Lewis going forward. The first break of the game goes for the Robins.
Yeah, it's all Robins at the moment. Jez Litton, just going to say, huge game for him, I think, today. He's going to have to play the full 80 or a large portion of this game in the absence of McAlorum.
Well, they're 25 away here. The Robins in their change strip. Here's Minchella, gets it away. Soaso Su, an injury out in the week, but plays. Litton now waits. The former black and white man gets it away. Here's Main of the line, offers a dummy stop, puts the brakes on, and is wrapped up. Good defence from Hull FC. Asiata involved. Ball works its way now towards this near side. Here's Batchelor. Batchelor looking to bend the line. He's 5 out. Early test for the black and whites defence. They're going for the power play. They're trying to power their way over. SASA is there to hold them out. Last one. They're going now towards May. May will find Lewis. Lewis with a little step. Going to dribble the kick through. Slips, and he's picked up by Price in goal. Was he taken high? No, he wasn't. Hull get it back right on their own try line.
Well, but for a slip from that man, Michael Lewis, that might have been first blood to the Robins, and now the penalty is given away. I've got to say, Hull KR are the fastest starters in Super League. 20% of all tries that they've scored this season, as we see the replay of Will Price just getting slapped in the face by Mikey Lewis, have come in this first 10-minute period. So Hull FC, first test, passed.
Yeah, back-to-back sets for the Robins. Ball kicked out in the touch over on the far side. The noise incredible here at the MKM this lunchtime. The Robins had derby success 3 times last year. As here now goes Hardacre, operating in the back row for John Cartwright's side, with Jed Cartwright not available at the moment, Jordan Lane missing as well. Here's the man of the moment, the informed Super League player in Herman SASA. Where he gets it away. Again, it's to Hardacre. Well, I think we'll enjoy the involvement of being in the back row and getting his hands on the ball.
Yeah, of course he will. Look, they lose a bit in terms of punch, but in athleticism and competitiveness, he's got it in spades.
Here's Caesar now, working across to the left, finds Price into the line. Price looking to work his way up to the 20, just had to check with the touchline looming. Caesar will hoist it high. Morg under pressure, needs to get up high. Ball, I think, knocked on by Hull FC. They're going to collect the Robins play and push him back, but the cheers will be quickly dampened, as it was a Hull FC knock-on.
Yeah, first knock-on in the contest, wasn't it? And you could see Hull FC, that calmness, that composure we saw in the first half against Warrington last week. It was Davy Litton who went up for the ball, just couldn't bring it in, could he? The Robins trying to clear the lines. These are tough carries, these. This is roll your sleeves up time.
Yes, indeed. Here they'll go now with Hiku. Throws himself into it. 43rd consecutive appearance for the Robins for Petter Hiku. Slow to get to his feet as Litton fires it. Hargreaves. He's met. And now a penalty. Yeah. Frustration for Hull FC. They've got to stay clean. They protest there innocently at night, but it is a penalty.
Yeah, and an opportunity, again, just 3 yards, free territory. They cannot afford to give the Robins this, because I tell you what, they are dynamite in the opening parts of the game. Look at this, opening 20 minutes of the game, 1/3 of all tries scored in the opening quarter, 20% in the opening 10 minutes. This is danger time, red alert time for the black and whites.
Yeah, it certainly is, as they now have it over the halfway line. Minchella drops it back. Ray Hargreaves is racked up. Good shot goes in from Asiata, but they're working the short side. Here's Lewis now. Out the back they go to Gildart. Good one-on-one tackle, had to be as well. Wrapping up with a shot there. As the ball now works back into the centre field, where Hargreaves goes again. Announces retirement at the end of the season. These are the games he'll be enjoying now more than ever, as Minchella up the middle, ball knocked out of his hand and play on, and Price is taken down and tackled. A chance there goes begging for the Robins.
Yeah, just Elliot Minchella in the act of trying to get an offload away, rode the first tackle, and it's Asiata's hand that gets in the way of that. They've come to play of the Robins. They're starting fast, as is their one, as is become their DNA this year.
Lynn was there waiting for the offload, but it never came. Price just getting some treatment in back play at the moment for Hull.
Free. Move. Hands on the rock.
Now another penalty, and fair play to the referee here. He wants them to get on with it. He's not going to stand for messing about in the ruck area. The fans have come to watch a fast open game. Willie Peters' turn to be frustrated after his side give away a penalty.
Yeah, and again, looking up for both sides. You know, I think Hull have shown, haven't they, to everybody, and surprised many in the process, just how competent they are. And for everything that good that we've said about the Robins and their fast starts, I'll tell you what, when Hull FC get in the right areas of the field, they are deadly. They do not take long at all to make you pay. So these sorts of penalties midfield can end up having big consequences.
Yeah, they can indeed. Ball on halfway. Here's SES, he gets it away, quick hands, Litton had a bit of a juggle but held on to it and then almost broke through. 2 tries for him at Warrington last week, but he's lost it here. And Hiku lets him know about it as well, and the Robins rejoice as a turnover early in the tackle count.
Right, it's going to be 2 really good battles in the 3 quarters, Davy Litton and Hiku, and then Oliver Gildart and Rapinoe, you saw come together in the last set. You know, all 4 of them really, really accomplished athletes, and John Cartwright puffs his cheeks. Don't think he's one to get over-emotional, Mark, is either way. Real cool, calm customer, but he'd be disappointed with that.
Yeah, spoke to him yesterday and he said about how big the occasion was. He didn't underestimate it, but he's played in a World Cup final State of Origin. He just said as soon as he got to the ground, he realised what a big occasion it was, and he was very much looking forward to putting the record straight here. I think he's been a great addition. I think the work he's doing at Hull FC is really ahead of schedule, I think, at the moment for the Black and Whites.
That's good defence, though, isn't it? That's a good response. Good response to a mistake.
Ball works its way to that left edge. They're looking prominent down that side, and here's the first break. They've got support. They're away. Gildart racing away to the corner. First blood, Hull Kingston Rovers. Gildart away. Not for the first time they attack down the left, and it's a trademark early try for the Robins. They lead by 4 points to 0.
That's brilliantly spotted and brilliantly taken as well. Overcall, I am sure, from Mikey Lewis on the short side. They stripped him for numbers in the previous tackle. Back rower caught in. Extra numbers on the short side. Well, it's one thing seeing it, and it's another thing doing something about it. Mikey Lewis is pleased with himself, and why not? It's great work, brilliant work. The show and go from Mikey Lewis. And Gildart has the pace to outstrip Briscoe to the corner. But the damage was done the play before. This is the try-scoring play. And they've got a prop on the short side because of what they did, the tackle before that. But I tell you what, that took some finishing from Gildart, took every bit of the pace that he had to evade Briscoe. And the Robins do score inside that first 10-minute mark, that danger mark, a really potent, attacking, fast-starting Robins, and they've done it again.
Only Gildart enjoying his best spell in a Rovers shirt. Got 5 tries in the previous games. That's 8 in 8 in all competitions for Gildart now. But they've gone down that side a couple of times, but clearly Lewis spotted, it was Knight, I think, in front of him and thought, we're in here.
Yeah, I think Knight had to adjust in the tackle. I think there was a back rower or centre's got pulled into the previous tackle, spotted by Lewis and exploited with real precision.
This is a tough start for Arthur Morg. It's his 3rd appearance having made that mid-season move from the Dragons. The fans all around him will tell us if this is any good. If they go quiet, you know it's on its way. The cheers will tell you he's pushed it past the post.
Yeah, it's a brilliant start, isn't it? Gildart finished it, but I tell you what, the damage was done. This is the try-scoring play, and that's a lovely show and go, isn't it? Gildart on the outside.
Stay behind, boys, please. 10 metres,
That's
boys.
a great finish.
10 metres, yeah.
Restart then for the black and whites. Advantage
Keep 'em low.
to the team that currently sit top of the Super League table. The top four all in action
Hold, hold.
on Sky Sports this afternoon. Wigan and St Helens succumb. What a cracker that will be.
Goal two, not square.
But first of all, the whole derby is lit out a dummy half. Knight's all over him.
Third.
Wrestles him to the
Move
ground.
on. Hold here. Hold. Goal third, got over each other. Get out the rocks.
Here goes Hiku. Always happy to do the hard carries, isn't he, Petter Hiku? Always happy to roll his sleeves up and get involved.
Yeah, he gets through a mountain of work, and sometimes it's not pretty, is it? But tell you what, they're making meters far too easy. If you're a black and whites fan, you're concerned here. They're rolling them down the field.
Yeah, Leon mentioned earlier on about the need to win the middle of the field. High kick, a really high one, holds up in the wind. It might even go backwards. Caught by Davis, gets it away to Hiku, but he's not going to find a pass, and he'll be held up about 25 out. In fact, he's just over the sideline. I think the referee called held anyway. And Hull will get it back, but they are on a roll, the Robins. And I just thought maybe on that penultimate play there, John, they had numbers again, this time on the right-hand side, but they opted to take the lead run.
Yeah, they did, yeah. But look, you know, the showing your hand and showing your hand, I think, you know, they've become a really creative attacking side of Hull KR, and they don't necessarily stick to the same pattern every time they're in possession. That makes them so difficult to defend against, particularly as an outside back.
Upper square, hold, Jez. Hold. Goal one.
All happy to have the ball back in their possession. Rapiner takes the carry up towards the 30.
Hold down. Hold. Goal two.
Possession in favour of the visitors at the moment, 60-40 so far.
Third. Move now. Back, just past the line. Just past the line. Goal
Sure,
third.
it'll even itself out over the 80 minutes as SASA bumps off May. But he's then wrapped up. They know where the danger is, Hull Kingston Rovers, and it's that big number 8, the Herminator. Asiata carries towards halfway.
Move. Red line.
Nice
Back,
one
Jared.
here.
Hold. Goal five.
Caesar will kick downfield. It's going to float on the wind. Morg's going to get there. He caught it in the field of play, so he's going to have to run it back up towards the 20. Can't quite make it there. The wind is quite strong here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's at the back of Hull FC. I tell you what, it's a really good catch was that. Running backwards at pace, over your shoulder. That's a really accomplished take from Artur Morg.
It is. Burgess wrapped up on the 20.
Goal third. You're right, Zach.
Here goes Batchelor, a welcome return, and a big shot goes in there from the black and whites. Here's Hiku, bit of footwork, takes him past one over the 40. And he's slammed into the turf here. Ball now with Lewis. He will kick low across field, looking to kick in behind Martin. Price will come across and collect it. Martin had to wait for the bobble, and he's going to be collected here inside his 10. That was a really good kick and an even better chase.
Yeah, I think he changed his mind as well, just as he was shaping for that kick. Saw Lewis Martin up on the end of the line, but the kick chase is excellent, as is the next couple of tackles in defence. Robins are on it here, they're in top gear already.
Oh, that's a beautiful step. What a run that is. And away Cuss goes. He's waiting for support. It arrives. Did he go to the right man? Here's Martin. Had Will Price with him. Well, in a blink of an eye, Hull FC on the attack. Great run there. And now they're looking to swing it across the field. Here's Caesar. Caesar with the ball over the top. There's a chance for Briscoe. Briscoe pins his ears back and he's stopped inside the 10. End-to-end stuff here. Set restart as well for Hull FC. And now they're offside. It will be a full penalty. Wow, quickly a game can change.
Oh, that was breathless, wasn't it? What a break from Cade Cust. Tell you what, player of the match performance last week. He looks like he's really enjoying his rugby at the moment. Just sees Hiku overreading straight into the backfield. Then he slows up to try and find the support. Lewis Martin just collared, but the attack is not over here.
No, it's far from it. Full set from 10 out. Here come the black and whites, looking to open their account. Asiata gets it to Caesar. Caesar finds Price. Price with a step. Can't get past the tackle of Batchelor, brings him down. Big opportunity for Hull. SASA looking for that record. 6 in 6 for him. Takes some stopping from that kind of range, but the Robins keep him out. Ball now works to Asiata, finds Caesar. Caesar gets it away to Cuss, finds it wide to Briscoe. Good initial tackle, and the support and the sliding defence arrives in time. Good so far from the Robins. Slow play of the ball won't help John Cartwright's side. They'll swing it into centre field with Asiata. He straightens up, then he bounces one off, gets it away on this near side to Chamberlain. Chamberlain tries to cut through, he's wrapped up by May. Last one here. Here's Price, rolls the kick through, looking for a bounce. Morg was brave. Morg was brave, and he got clattered right on his own goal line. And for the first time, rivals round bubbles over here at the MKM Stadium, and it might just be about to go off.
Touch paper lit on this, more than a little bit of a shove in the back play as well. Gerard Hargreaves and John Asiata going head to head. There is plenty of people involved, and it all stemmed from the courage shown by the fullback Artur Morg. A really difficult bouncing ball, and he has been hammered. Look, I don't think necessarily illegally. He's definitely been caught high, but Artur Morg was slipping. Referee's called time off. Artur Morg has been given the green light by the physio. He's back to his feet. That's a really courageous defensive play by the fullback. But I'll tell you what, how well they go edge to edge, Hull FC. They are brilliant at it.
Yeah, they'll be having a look here. Wow. I tell you what, it's Kate Cuss, and he hasn't missed, has he?
No, he hasn't. At first glance, I thought Artur Morg was dipping, but there's no attempt to lower height from Kate Cuss, and that is a shoulder. There'll be more to hear from this. There'll be more to hear from this. Oh, dear. And the more times that gets shown, the more I think Kate Cuss has got a serious question to answer. So early in this derby. But that's a strong contact, and it is high.
He's got very little reaction time. We talk a lot about mitigation. Is that the mitigation? Has he got any time to react?
Look, if there's mitigation, it is because Artur Morg is dipping. Expect a yellow minimum here.
Well, Tom Grant is looking at this one.
Yep. Okay, thank you, mate.
Wow, let's wait and see then. Let's hear from the referee.
Let me explain it to you, mate.
I'm bracing.
Let me explain it to you.
Yeah.
So it makes direct contact with the head, okay? You don't moderate for contact. It's high-level force, and you've no mitigation, mate.
No, mate.
Red card for Kate Cuss on Derby Day. A huge moment. Artur Morg leads the field. He's going for a head injury assessment. He might be coming back, but Kate Cuss won't be.
Wow. Look, it's Derby Day, emotions run high. There is no circumstance where anybody wanted to see 12 on 13, but it's what we've got. And I don't think it's necessarily a harsh interpretation of the rules either. It was clearly explained, wasn't it? Contact, high level of force, no mitigation. I think if you could argue anything, it was Artur Morg was maybe dipping, but yeah, I think anybody who's trying to talk that down from a red is maybe clutching at straws, and the more times you look at it.
Where's he supposed to go, though? That's my question. Where's he supposed to go?
Yeah, look, well, I take your point, but it is the responsibility of the tackler, Kate Cuss, on this occasion. He owes a duty of care to the man in possession.
What's his reaction time? 0.2 of a second?
Yeah, no, look, I don't disagree with you. I understand your point. I'm just saying the way the rules are set, in the modern game, there is a responsibility there on the tackler, and it is the tackler's responsibility not to make contact with the head.
I understand the red card. I would have also understood it if he would have got a yellow card.
Yeah, I think a yellow card would have. Yeah. Oh, what a shame. It's kind of taken the It's popped a little bubble, hasn't it? Because that clearly makes a huge difference now in the context of this game.
Well, it does, but it might not be the end for Hull FC. It's the end for Kate Cuss, though.
Yeah, you talk about reaction time. There is none, is there? There's none. He's a victim of the rule framework.
It's a tough one, that you can understand it. But it's 12 against 13. It may yet be the most famous of derby wins for Hull FC, but they're up against it, make no bones about that now. Cust has gone for the day, and now the Robins come forward looking to put some salt into that gaping Hull FC wound. Litton waits at dummy half. Gets it away to Minchella. Minchella now finds May. May gets it wide to Lewis. They're going down that left-hand side again. Lewis dragged down by Hardacre. They've got to hang on, you feel here, the black and whites. Ball now into centre field. Here now is Litton. Litton into the teeth of the line. Bounces off Asiata. Going back, gets it away. Can Hadley find a pass? Great read. Great tackle from Briscoe.
Try-saver. Stonewall try-saver from Briscoe.
Ball now 10 away. Lewis floats the kick. Almost went backwards. There's Litton, gets up highest. He comes up with it. A roar of approval around the MKM. Hull survive a big test, having gone down to 12.
Yeah, it just gives you an indication of the wind, doesn't it? As soon as that ball gets above 10 or 12 metres, the wind is taking it. Really well committed to by Davy Litton. Tall, rangy, athletic centre.
It is roll your sleeves up time now.
Here's the catch. Yeah, he just gets right above, completely commits to it, in amongst Hull KR defenders. It's probably worth noting, Mark, sorry, Jack Broadbent has come on in place of Artur Morg. He's in the full-back role at the moment.
Yeah, he is such a versatile substitute. Been a good signing for the Robins. Big shot goes in there. This will be the last one. Here now is Caesar. Goes high. Forward comes Broadbent. Oh, almost overran it in the end. Did well to hang on to that. He'll return it at full force. Does anything change game plan wise for either side on the back of that red card just yet?
No, I don't think it can. I mean, certainly not for Hull KR. Let's carry on. Don't go searching for things too early. From an FC point of view, they've just got to really manage themselves, haven't they? Their first contact's going to become more and more important. They don't want to expend any more energy than they need to.
Here goes Minchella. Ball pops out, gone backwards. Regathered by the Robins. Ball works its way to the left. Lewis again, quick hands, oh beautiful hands! Burgess away, steps the fullback, gets it away! Try Robins! They're in! Hiku celebrates! Hull Kingston Rovers double their lead! Again down their left-hand side, the ability to keep the ball alive! And Hull FC just run out of bodies. Rovers lead by 8.
Got another really, really well taken try. FC down a number and they're gassed at the moment. The Robins with the majority of the possession, but I love the way that Mikey Lewis takes the ball to the line. The hands from Gildart were special, weren't they? And Burgess still had some work to do to get it to Hiku. And take a look at this catch and pass from Gildart. That's outstanding. Briscoe couldn't shut the ball down this time. Price does his best. Burgess gets an arm free and Hiku finishes it off. You talk about rubbing salt into the wound. Well, they've done it in the shape of Petr Hiku, and they've done it through the real creative play from Mikey Lewis on the short side. He takes every metre available to him, commits defenders. That destroys edge defenders. That really does. It makes you do things you don't want to do. The overlap there, and Hiku, well, he doubles the lead.
Yeah, but his debut at Hull last season, opening round of the season. Got a try on Good Friday last year, and he's got one this year. And maybe now, with a try coming so quickly on the back of the red card, Hull FC's task gets even bigger. Mikey Lewis will take over the kicking duties. Artur Morg has gone for a head injury assessment. We'll find out about that one in due course. And Lewis had the extras here. The crowd will be our early indication. They're quiet, that means the kick's a good one. Now the roar goes up at the other end. Those in red and white, happy. What a start it's been, the opening quarter. Not a good start for John Cartwright and the black and whites.
Let's take a look at this interplay here. Great catch and pass. Oh, that from Gildart is world class. Absolutely top draw from the centre. Two centres combining. Hiku had drifted across to the left-hand side, and he was rewarded for that, wasn't he? Catch and pass to his centre partner, and then finished off the move.
Here's Roy Hargreaves.
One, move it! Hold now, hold!
10-0, 21 gone. The start of a triple header across Sky Sports from the Super League. Still to come this afternoon. Wigan take on St Helens. Full house at the Brick Community Stadium as the Robins attack that went forward. This time the skill wasn't so good. Leeds Huddersfield 5:25 is on Sky Sports Plus this afternoon, and tomorrow Lee Warrington has got the makings of a good tie as well before Catalan Salford round off rivals round. But the Robins pushed the button there and they came up short.
Yeah, it was a good bit of defensive pressure. I think they were sick of being run around Hull FC and decided to get on the front foot and cut that off at the pass. On that occasion it worked. And we got a break in play because I think once again Ed Chamberlain is receiving treatment. He's decided to get enjoyed Rory Hargreaves' way a few times, and he's worn a few on his shoulder. There's a question mark here.
Yeah, there's a nervous look from the physio. Hopefully it's a stinger and no more than that, but there is concern here, and it is a stoppage in play. And through the range of movement on that right shoulder, and he's going to have to come off. That is another hammer blow for John Cartwright. He's got the likes of Jack Ashworth on the bench, and he's going to come on. But that is a problem.
Okay then, boys, let's go, please.
So an enforced change in the back row.
Yeah, I think this is perhaps where, I mean, look, he's one of the biggest, most dangerous carriers of a ball. I think it's that contact there where he's come out second best.
They've got a penalty here, Hull. 10 points to nil. There is Chamberlain. You can see the pain. Look, he's not leaving the field unless it's an absolute necessity. And he's had to go off, sadly. Here's Hardacre. Drives it forward. Having problems with their back rows at the moment. We mentioned Cartwright and Lane unavailable today. Here now is Asiata. Gets it away, finds Caesar, short pass. Here is Ashworth, first carry for him, and he almost broke the line. Plants it down, here they go now. Asiata turns it back, SASA. If ever they needed a big performance from the Herminator, they need it now. Borough in at dummy half. Price switches to the right, but they've come to the left. I think there's a miscommunication there. As Will Price went sprinting over to the far side, and Borough went the wrong way. Here they go now to Caesar. Short pass, Hardacre. He's wrapped up. Can't get a pass away. 15 out from the line. Last tackle. Can they get at least a repeat set? Asiata just had to wait. Now Caesar rolls the kick through. Ashworth's after this. He's got it. Can he get it down? He can. Super sub. Jack Ashworth is into the action. And Hull, they get their first points of this match. Lovely kick from Caesar. Ashworth is there, and he powers it down. Game on at the MKM.
Well, they've been under all sorts of pressure, haven't they? Numerically disadvantaged, territorially disadvantaged, but once in position, as we have said on numerous occasions over the last 3 or 4 weeks, this is a side well capable of putting points on the board. That is a brilliant kick from Caesar, only bettered by the commitment in the chase from Jack Ashworth, only on the field due to the injury of Ed Chamberlain, and the ball just sits up perfectly between two Robins, Davis and Broadbent, and Ashworth with a clean take, a twist, and a response, an emphatic response. This black and white side are not going away.
Well, that gives added belief to those in black and white. After that early disappointment of the red card, they have come back and hit back and showing character. And a look of determination on Ashworth's face. He enjoyed that one.
Oh, didn't he just? And Aidan Caesar, by the way, we talked about him being the string puller. That's his 9th try assist so far this season. If you've got anything about you as All FC player, you're looking You're looking very closely at what he's setting up for.
Price, can he add the extras? 4 from 6 last week at Warrington. Just to get back within 4. Oh, he'd want that one back. Be disappointed with that. That is a problem. John Cartwright will be disappointed as well. But inside, he'll be happy that they've managed to find a way back into this match. And Ashworth, what a time to get your first try for the black and white.
Oh, and it's just re-engaged this Hull FC crowd. There must be 3/4 of this stadium is full of black and whites, and a huge roar went up there when Jack Ashworth retook his position. They'll give them confidence, give them belief.
Caesar collects. Here's Essa, runs it forward. Batchelor gets his body in front. And then the support arrives to make the tackle 6 out. All bringing it forward now.
Move now!
Here they go, scooting out a dummy half. Up to the 40 they go. It'll be the first derby in which Hull have been down to 12 and managed to win. They did it in 2018, and now they've got a set restart.
And that's down to the carry, the direct carry from Borough. He's had a great start to the season as well, hasn't he? He's well known for his defence, but he's a dynamo from dummy half as well.
Well, Arthur Morg is warming up on the sideline for the Robins. Maybe he about to come back. Here's Ashworth, gets it wide. Here's Litton now. Litton sidestepping his way forward. He's wrestled to the ground. Can FC go back-to-back? There is Arthur Morg, so he's passed the head injury assessment. Good news for the Robins. Here now is Asiata, gets it away. Rapana on the far side, can't break through the tackle. Well, you wouldn't know here, John Wells, who's got 12 and who's got 13 at the minute.
No, they spread it really well, and it's that man, Asiata, who's the difference.
Here's Caesar into the line, Litton. Maybe they could have gone out the back to Price.
Yeah, they should have done. Good tackle, though. Still need to be made from Hiku. Last play.
Here is Price, stands the kick up. Burgess on his line, catches it, he's caught in goal. It's going to be a goal line dropout. Hull FC pouring on the pressure here.
I'll tell you what, they move the ball so well. When in attack, they are so good. And that man, John Asiata, is the link. He's a perfect link player.
Well, they're going to challenge this. I think Joe Burgess is maybe saying he called it in goal.
They're claiming he was tackled in the air, Tom. Is the claim.
Okay, we have a captain's challenge from Hull KR, so we're back to the kick, please, if we can. So from the kick. So Hull KR are challenging the decision of a goal line dropout. They're claiming that the Jordan Rapana tackles Burgess in the air. So from the wide, please. So we need to see something from the wide. So pause the ball on the foot, so everybody to the right is onside, so we can play this through, please. Play through, and then we're in towards the challenge now. So keep going. So this part of the decision is fine. So he jumps from the field of play, and then just tie it in, please, on the two challenges. There's a collision with Gildart, and then something from Burgess. So I need to see, yeah, something from possibly camera 5. This is best. So Jordan Rapana collides with Gildart. He then falls into the contact of Burgess. That doesn't constitute tackle in the air. Challenge unsuccessful.
Well, good thought process. It was an awkward one, didn't it? Was it a collision with the catcher, or did he tackle him? But the referees deemed, or the video referees deemed, it was accidental.
Yeah, you could argue both sides of that one. Really difficult one. Video referee Tom Grant's explained it well. Challenge unsuccessful. So that is the explanation there is that Rapana has cannoned off Gildart and ended up in the middle of Burgess before his feet have retouched the floor. So they play on. KR now lose their challenge for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they do. Will that be a big moment? We saw Castleford win 2 challenges last night at Wakefield. Ball here driven forward by Hull FC.
Move that
How impressive would it be if they could get back on level terms here? They trailed 10 points to 0. Gildart and Hiku with the tries either side of Kate Kuss. Red card. And now the ball here with Hardacre.
I just watched John Asiata in these plays now. He's a brilliant link player.
Well, here he is now, hands on the ball. Dummies goes out the back. Caesar couldn't take it in. You've put the mockers on him, Wellesley.
No, I blame Aiden Caesar. He should have been a yard further forward. Sorry, John. Look, the guy's awesome. He's so good. It's just ever so slightly miscued the pass, but you see the intention there. It's like an extra halfback in the body of a forward. Genuine ball playing loose forward. We've got two on deck, haven't we? Elliot Minchella for the Robins and that man for the Black and Whites. Just didn't come off with them that time.
And I guess, given the fact that Kate Cust has been sent off in the halves, the fact that they've got his ability in the middle of the field almost covers a little bit for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's important anyway, but you're right, his role becomes even more intrinsic to any sort of success they get in attacking positions.
Rovers have it back. They would want an extra score before the break.
Release now, hold. Ball one. Not square.
Here is Moore back into the action. The sun is shining here in Hull. Huge crowd. Look, there's Cade Cust. Already got his club suit on. Not the way he wanted his derby day to go. Great defence here. Look at this. Ashworth again leading the Hull FC defensive charge.
Oh, that's brilliant. It's great work. Must have taken 20 metres off them. And that repeats that, you know, I think it's just taking a bit of wind out of the sails of Hull KR, righted the ship a little bit for Hull FC.
Big period in this game. Hull are a player down. As we said, they've done it before in this fixture. Last one for the Robins. Lewis will go high. That will hold on the wind. It's almost blowing backwards. Price comes to get it. He's dropped it. That a big error. And here now goes Burgess. Offloads it, knocked on by Hull KR. You just wonder, with it holding up so much on the wind there, Price was at full tilt coming to get it. They say you should never let it bounce. He's tried to catch it and he's just overrun it a fraction.
Yeah, look, they're difficult. They're really difficult because where you think they're going to land, they're not. And Burgess just not able to find Kalepi Tanganoa on the inside. No advantage, so it is the Robins ball once again. And a full set, which will be pretty much inside the red zone of the Black and Whites. Key moment, you feel, half an hour gone. They've scrapped and fought their way back into this game. I think this next 60 seconds is going to be really important for Hull FC.
Well, they've loaded up 4 on the right-hand side of the scrum here. Hardacre has come across, and now they're going to go down the short side. Gildart one-on-one slips. Rapana wraps him up on the 20-metre line. Tanganoa off the bench. And he's straight through. Only the fullback to beat. He takes on the whole team on himself. And he's tackled 4 metres out, set restart. So a big chance here, the Robins. Whitbread trying to power his way through. Hull FC once again penned on their own line. Robins looking for a third try. That left-hand side there, go-to, they race
Great
out.
tackle. Oh, that's brilliant from Rapana.
Gets to Lewis and puts him to the ground. Here's May, though. They're going back that way. May ducks and bobs and weaves. Thinks about the big ball over the top. Turns it back to Moore. They've got numbers if they go through the hands. Here now is Hiku. Hiku's got Davis for the corner. Not sure he got that down. Looks like a try saver for Hull FC. Davis not really celebrating. But a big decision here. Has he got it down?
I have no try.
Referee says not on the field.
Looking at grounding, please, mate.
It's tackle two. We've got on for the call of no try. We're checking touching into grounding, so he's in possession. He's got the white boots on, so he's jumping at this point. Collides with the flag. That's irrelevant. We need to see if he loses control. Does the ball come away from the hands? So when he's in possession, the corner flag is irrelevant. So he's jumped. He's clearly in field at this point. So slow. Can they have something from the other side, please? The ball appears to come away from the hand. This will do. So nice and slow, please. So we know he's in field. We've established that. Anything else on that? Just to confirm that the ball does come away from the hand and onto the arm. Anything else? Yeah, this might tell us more. Right, to go back to the first angle, please. I'm going to make my decision on that. We've got an on-field call of no try and grounding. So the first angle, please, from the corner. First angle. Yeah, this one, please. So we've established the first part of the call is fine. So reaching out towards the goal line. He's in possession at this point. At this point, the ball comes away from the hand and onto the arm, and he loses control in goal. I've got a decision.
No flying finish for Tom Davies. I think he gave himself away when he got up, but just a word there on the effort of Lewis Martin, because that initial contact takes Davies out of the field of play. It was a really good shot from the young man on the Hull FC wing.
Yeah, there was some really good defensive reads, actually. I think Aidan Caesar actually started that. No try confirmed. Aidan Caesar managed to get off his defender and give some support to the two guys outside him, Davy Litton and that man, Lewis Martin, who eventually just did enough, didn't he, to force Davies into a loss of possession, just not in control of that football as he attempted to ground it.
Hold.
Yusuf Aiden into the action here for Hull FC. They lost Kate Cust 16 minutes into the contest for that high shot on Arthur Morg. As Knight tries to bump his way over the halfway line, but he's stopped just short.
Hold now.
Here is Hardacre.
Third. Move up at square. Hold.
Runner in at dummy half. Swings it to Asiata. He gets it away to Caesar. Drops the ball back for Ashworth, who again looks to bend the line. He's stood. Can he get an offload? He does. Finds Price. Price thinking about the ball over the top. Flicks it back to Hardacre. Off the cuff stuff from Hull FC, and they're 25 away. Are they about to strike? There's a ball now to Asiata. Here he goes to Caesar. Caesar, great tackle round the legs from May. The two halves collide, 15 out. Ashworth's going for a run on his own. He needs to know it's the last. Needs to get it away to Litton. Litton puts it on the toe, hits the corner flag and goes dead, and that's probably the worst outcome for Hull FC.
Yeah, and Davies is not hanging around here either. They're going to be a 7 tackle set for the Robins, so I've gone back-to-back 7 tackle sets, makes 12 metres on the first carry. You talk about swings in momentum.
Yeah, Caesar getting caught in possession on the 5th tackle, then Ashworth deciding to run it. Not the required option, you feel, for Hull FC, as Moore carries over the halfway line.
Hold.
Here's Hiku. Strong carry, runs at Burrow, who makes the tackle.
Been such a good signing for him, as he's barely missed a game since he signed for the Robins.
Here now the numbers are lined up left. Short pass, Tangano. Good round the laces tackle, Hardacre. Ball going short side here to Lewis. Lewis bobbing and weaving, slicing through, and then he gets smashed by Asiata. And Asiata lets him know it as well. They're going back to that left with May. May's pass bobbled, and that'll be it. Turnover. Hull FC's defence again, keeping them in it, and listen to the MKM roar.
Okay, Zach, hold. Go.
Well, there's a penalty being given away, but take a look at that for a shot. That's perfect, picture perfect from Asiata. Penalty given away by the Robins. Pressure release valve pressed by the Robins. Hull FC get a chance to move this downfield. Yeah, just too much there.
Stay behind, not force them dangerous for me, mate.
All just taking their time. Aidan Caesar using his experience here. 6-point ball game. I don't think many would have expected that when Kuss was shown red on 16.
Stay behind.
But they made a sterner stuff, Hull FC, this year under John Cartwright, and this may be their biggest test.
Discipline, come on. All the time now, Dean. Go.
Reminder, Wigan Saints to come. A sold-out Brick Community Stadium.
Release. Go one.
That will be a real cauldron this afternoon.
Okay. 2.
As Hardacre carries forward. He's getting through some carries for Hull FC today.
And he's set up nicely for this play as well. They opened up the field really well. This time back on the inside to Liam Knight.
Come on, Jets.
They have have to say, since Jack Astor's try, Hull have probably been the better team.
Yeah, I think that kind of wave of that initial wave of panic that kind of rippled through the stadium when Cade Cuss was shown the red. You know, that infects the players as well.
Here's a chip over the top. They're trying to turn them round. They need a bounce. Hull FC. They're not going to get one. They're not going to get one, and it's another 7-tackle restart. They cannot afford to keep turning the ball over like that. Here's Davis, wrapped up by Ashworth, and that's the 0 tackle. Good footwork from Morg.
Move now! Back here, hold him, hold. Go on.
Burgess wrapped up. Big 4 minutes here. Can the black and white stay in touch? Can the Robins get a valuable third score? Here's Batchelor.
Free. Move, Jack!
Letting in at dummy half.
Ball free.
Gets it away to Minchella. Minchella finds May. May finds Lewis. Lewis is going for the gap. Brought down Hardacre, but it's high. It's a high shot. Lewis causing problems again. Hardacre protests.
It's just his pace on the outside, ball in 2 hands, and it's, look, there's not an awful lot in that, is there, from Hardacre and Rapiner. But I'm noticing Hiku's doubling up. He's coming across the right centre and providing an inside option pass for Mikey Lewis. So he's got one centre inside, Gildart outside him. That's a real headache for the outside backs and Zach Hardacre on that right edge.
Well, he was there, wasn't he? He popped up for the try as well. Minchella, Batchelor. Hull got to stay strong here. They poured a lot of effort into this opening 37. 3 minutes more hard work to get them to the break. Here's Morg down the short side, trying to go through, almost gets to the line. Did he get it down? He thinks he has. He thinks he's scored out to Morg here. He celebrates. It looked like they'd wrapped him up, but on the field it's a try. This could be a huge moment. Artur Morg, signed from the Dragons, might just have scored a huge try.
Tackle 2, we've got on field call of a try. We're just checking grounding, so in full speed, just keep this on for now. So something from the corner, please, would be best. So the ball is up at this point. Keep rolling this through. There's an arm at the side of that ball. But can we go back, please? Oh. So keep going through on this. So we can see the ball now. It's clearly in his arm. Anything else on that, please? Possibly high behind. So we've got a try on field. We're just checking to confirm the ball is being grounded. So go back on this, please. Stay on this angle. So stay on this angle. We've got a clear shot of the ball there. So take this back, please. Stay on this angle, please, but if you just roll this back. Keep going back on this. So start from this point, please. So we're nice and slow on this. So we can now see the ball. He's in possession and the ball is grounded. They've made a decision.
Well, Artur Morg has been involved in 2 huge incidents at both ends of the field. Well, this one is very much a positive for Hull Kingston Rovers because he's got their 3rd try, and it could be a crucial one on Derby Day as league leaders Hull Kingston Rovers extend their lead to 14 points to 4.
And it's the footwork, isn't it? The footwork's completely undone the defensive line. He's so light, can cut and change direction. As soon as he saw the hips go of the opposition defenders, he knew he had an inside line and potentially a hole, and he gets the opportunity to tack on 2 more. So try scored and converted by the Robins' most recent recruit. And just look, he sees Liam Knight and then Yusuf Aiden just both chasing outwards, and he knows he's got the footwork there. The change of direction does both of them. Big men. Certainly Knight has done a lot of work. Yusuf Aiden would probably want a rerun of that one if he could. But I tell you what, take nothing away from Artur Morg. clattered at one end of the field, off for a head injury assessment, straight back into the thick of things and back on the scoreboard.
Here's Whitbread, brings it back, big carry up to the 20. Litton waits at dummy half. Still time for more damage.
Stand to.
As Hulkinson Rovers. Oh, now then, players stayed down here. Siata stands over him. Referee just saying,
no.
Oh, now he is going to stop play here. So it's Tom Davis who's down. Tough to see on that angle, wasn't it?
Yeah. Difficult to establish where contact's been made, if anything. Asiata over the top. It's just whether he made any kind of contact.
If this was a cricket, John, we'd be looking at the Snicko now to see whether he made contact or not. There was definitely a swing.
I think he's just brushed the top of his head. I just wonder whether it's just that compression as he's gone into the tackle with players on him.
Well, there's Cade Cust, sent off on 16 minutes for a high shot on Arthur Morg.
Obviously, mate, because I've had to stop the game. It's a green card process. Okay.
There he is, 48 metres, 4 tackle busts already. Didn't look to be an awful lot on John when he got the ball ahead of that try, but as you said, his footwork did the rest.
Yeah, look, if you know you're in possession of footwork like that, you're praying for a big man just to be leaning outwards a little. Cut back on the inside. Yeah, it's. Oh, I'm trying to figure. It's touching everything. Is Tom? Give us a clue, Tom. What's wrong with you?
Green card.
Shoulder, arm.
Well, he's green carded here, so he'll have to leave the field now.
It's a shoulder issue, isn't it? Clearly, there's been an awkward.
Tackle 2 there, boys.
Awkward fall in the tackle.
Tackle 2, yeah. Bring
Compression with a number of Hull FC bodies coming in at force. And that's a loss as well.
Well, the good thing is it's happened a minute before the break. They can see this next minute out. They get the full half time to try and get him back ready to go. But that would be a worry. Tom Davis, one of their star signings in the off-season. They're going here to Hadley, who goes forward. Dean Hadley.
Move down! Cheers, Tony.
87 appearances in the black and white of Hull. Ball now, Minchella finds May, short pass to Batchelor, who's looking for the offload, but Litton makes the tackle. These are key moments in this match here. Minchella just straightens up to Whitbread. He will carry it.
5.
Last
Move,
one.
Liam, get back! Do not go early.
Going to send it downfield here. They'll go to Lewis. He's going for the drop goal from distance. And it'll bounce, and it's picked up by Lewis Martin. And Martin will bring it back. Can't quite get to the edge.
Clear up now, Hull.
And they'll have a couple of tackles, Hull here. I'd love to produce a rabbit out of a hat, but I think just get into the dressing rooms as they are and see what happens in the second half. They fought hard, Hull, but you just wonder that try for Arthur Morg just before the break could well be a game-defining try. There goes the siren. Here's Caesar. They're going to run it. Rapiner on the edge. Kicks downfield, but it's near Morg. If he gets a bounce, he'll collect it. He thought about going one way, then he'll just run over the sideline, and that will do it. Well, Arthur Morg has been heavily involved. He was clattered by Cade Cust that saw Cust sent from the field. Tries for Gildart, and Lewis gave the Robins a 10-0 lead. Ashworth fired back for Hull FC before that Morg try just before the break. Lot to do for the black and whites. A player down for the second half. Half-time at the MKM Stadium. Hull FC 4, Hulkinson Rovers 60. Ahead of that, Wigan Saints derby to come. What a day of sport, what a day of Super League action we have got for you. Of course, Leeds, Huddersfield later on as well. Arthur Morg gets us back underway at the MKM Stadium. Can Hull FC produce a miraculous comeback? Or will the Robins extend their run of wins over their nearest and dearest rivals? Ball with Hull then in this first half. And more strong tackling goes in. What will Willie Peters have said, do you think, at half-time?
Yeah, look, I think he'd be reasonably pleased. As I said, I think they dominated the ruck. That would be a huge part of their game plan. I thought they dominated the middle third of the field as well. probably the advice would be, don't get too carried away. You understand you have got a numerical advantage. Don't go looking for holes. Don't go looking for tries every play.
Here's Asiata, gets the ball away. Centre field. Last one for Hull FC. Yet to win at home this season. They've only had 3 games here. As Morg collects on the full, and he will return it up and over the 30. There is Willie Peters. Looking on, looks quite relaxed. Be a bit more relaxed if his side can get another try early on here in the second half. And they're already on halfway. So worrying signs here as Spatula goes down the short side. Caesar makes a good tackle, but they're offside. So it's not the start that Hull wanted.
No, absolutely not. And you know, even the couple of tackles before, Artur Morg poked his nose to a line, Petter Hiku poked his nose to a line. You know, it is more difficult to defend one player down. Those spaces are just that little bit bigger between you, but you've got Aidan Caesar well offside.
He just rather wandered offside, didn't he? Here's the run of Whitbread. Inside the 20 then. Are the Robins about to cut loose? They'll get it away now to Minchella. Back on the angle goes Hiku, another determined carry. Gets him 10 off the line. Litton, Minchella, May, short pass, Tanganoa wrestling his way. Lewis was screaming for it on his shoulder, he couldn't find him. They're 5 out. May gets it away now. Here's Whitbread again. 5 out from the line. All hanging on. But for how long? They're spreading it through the hands. Morg with a big step, slices through. Great tackle. Price and Aidan come up with a try saver there. A couple of metres out. They'll go back here now. Little dribble kick through, well gathered by Hull, and they survive a real big test early on in the second half.
That's really good stuff. Play to play. Will Price, first of all, with Yusuf Aidan, and then that pick up from Davy Litton was really special, and it needed to be.
They've got a chance here, though, the Robins, really to put the squeeze on, but this was a nice step from Morg, but what a great tackle from Aidan.
Yeah, chopped down and covered up by Price.
Come on, James. Hold. Don't trap in. Don't trap. Go for.
Here they go, a dummy half. Trying to scamper his way forward. He's a tough customer, isn't he?
Got it. Hold. Release.
This one. We'll play it now. They're kicking into the wind here. Caesar goes high. That's going to hold up. And a chance for Morg to come forward. Collects it on the 20. Wall of black and white in front of him. He'll take the tackle. But once again, the Robins starting near a halfway line than their own try line.
You're interested what the first couple of tackles look like here for Hull FC. It's this initial contact and what they do in the tackle. That's better. 3 men in. That's a slower play the ball. That's got to be the standard.
Lewis asking for a quicker play of the ball. Here goes Gilder. We've got the try scoring underway this afternoon with that wonderful burst down the left-hand side. Litton pointing, directing, uses Whitbread. Inside black and white's territory now. Ball down the short side. Litton skips away, looking now to bust open this Hull defence. Another good carry from Litton. All here with May, short pass Tanganoa. Great shot goes in, Hull once again survive. So it's as you were at half-time here, 4.5 gone. Second half, as Hull look to bring the ball out of their half. Well, this is just the first half of a Super League double-header. So Wigan arriving at the Brick Community Stadium for their big match with St Helens. There are the St Helens team just making their way in. Going to be a raucous atmosphere at the Brick Community. Every single ticket sold. Best place to watch it right here on Sky Sports. And all the action to come and all the build-up is with Brian and the team. Wigan against St Helens kicks off at 3. Sky Sports action for that rivals round. They don't come much bigger than that one. Can't wait for that. High kick from Caesar. On the wing, Morgan underneath it, beaten in the air, ball batted backwards. Oh, they just held off there, Hull. I don't know why they didn't pick that up. Could be danger here. Burgess is away. Burgess up to halfway. Caesar makes the tackle. Knight just seemed to hesitate when the ball was on the ground.
He was waiting for the ball to bounce to him, wasn't he, rather than going and getting it. The Robins needed no second invitation, and again, moments in games, this is a big swing in tempo, in momentum. Gildart this time riding tackles.
It is. I guess the big news in that Saints team that's just gone on your bottom, Whitby, George Whitby starts for St Helens. No Johnny Lomax in the derby there. Set restart for Hull here at Hull KR, as they drive forward, 15 away. Lytton waits. Is the dam about to burst here? Hull Kingston Rovers with Minchella, gets it away to Lytton. Lytton just takes it in, looking to get to the edge. Poor pass, they've blown it. Play on, says the referee. Hull will get it back, but they're going to pull it back for the knock-on. They almost had too many options there.
Just too much time. Oh dear, now, these aren't good pictures if you're a Robins fan. I don't know what happened. I was looking at Kalepi Tanganoa and his frustration not being able to pull in the ball. But we're going to have a look at Mikey Lewis now going to ground, and he's got a knee in the ribs, has he, from Tom Briscoe. That's a fair competition for the ball. That's commitment from Mikey Lewis. You can see him grimacing, can't you? But he's up on his feet and taking some deep breaths, so it's a good sign if you're from the east side of the city. Just two competitors, two real competitors going for a ball together. Briscoe, wouldn't be cruel to call him in his veteran stage of his career now, would it? And this is the ball. I think Liam Knight just waiting for that to come to him. Dean Hadley into his back, and then Briscoe's off and running up the other end of the field.
Feels like they're on the ropes a little bit, Hull FC. But the longer Hull KR don't put them away, one score the other way, and it's back to being game on here. Here is Briscoe. And now he gets his side a penalty, so an easy out for the black and whites.
Oh, it's just what they wanted as well, wasn't it? I thought the first set in defence was ropey in that second half. I think they quickly got up to speed. Jez Lytton, the only person who caused them problems, then the break. So this is really, really welcome for the black and whites.
Tap and go, wrapping up. Hull FC looking to close the deficit here. Sam Eze into the action for Hull FC. No penalty there. Here's Hardacre. He'll carry the ball up towards the 20. Borough Whites at dummy half. Robins were quickly off their line there. Here now goes Caesar, gets it to Will Price. Up the back they go. Lytton into the line is tackled. And he's lost it. And that, an error. Well, he's saying challenge it. So are they going to challenge? They've got a challenge in hand here.
You want a challenge?
Are they going to use it right now? They're thinking about it. They are going to use it.
Time off. Tom, we have a captain's challenge. FC are challenging the on-field decision of a knock-on.
Hull FC are challenging the on-field ruling of a knock-on. So in possession at this point, so they've wrapped the ball up the Hull KR defenders, which they're entitled to do. We just need to play this through. Just go back on this angle. It's Peter Hiku. We're just trying to establish if there is a clear pull on this ball. So you can stay on this one, please. So this is fine. There is 2 players or more holding the ball carrier. Keep going, please. And there is a clear pull on the ball, which constitutes a ball steal. The challenge is successful.
Good decision. David Lytton knew that ball had been ripped out of his grasp, and he says to the crowd, come on, give us a little bit more. They're going to get another chance here to attack. And crucially, they get to keep that challenge.
Right. Davy Lytton, honest fella. They're getting the hang of this, aren't they? The players, the captain's challenge, good first carry as well.
Meze on loan from Wigan. Here go Aiden inside the 10-metre line. Can they strike first, second half? Here now is Asiata, finds Caesar, short pass, Ashworth. He's certainly a threat in that back row for John Cartwright's side. Price had to reach for the ball. It wasn't the best pass. And that, in effect, a waste of a tackle there as they just settled things down. Here goes Asiata again. Nice pass to Caesar. Here's Rapinoe. Great take. Briscoe is in. Wonderful pass from Rapinoe. And Tom Briscoe's in. And John Cartwright getting carried away with the emotion of Derby Day. 12-man whole score first in the second half. They're back with an 8.
Oh, it's brilliantly finished. And it's brilliantly assisted from Jordan Rapinoe. He wore one in the act of providing the try assist. But I tell you what, this is brilliant centre play. Briscoe with the try. But Hull FC went left, settled one in the middle of the field. Asiata was excellent. That's a lovely offload under pressure from Jordan Rapinoe. Asiata's work in the middle is exceptional. Early ball from Caesar, well handled, one-handed catch from Briscoe. He's been doing that for so many years, hasn't he? But that's the damage done by Asiata and Caesar. Well, just the value of early ball from your halfback. You've got a centre, creative centre like Rapinoe. Give him early ball. He can assess and sum up what the defence is doing in a microsecond. He knew that Burgess was there, and he looks like a fan. Cartwright looks like a fan.
Well, he's in amongst the fans, isn't he? Just down below us here in the main stand, but he enjoyed that one. Look, his side is showing character here. Up against it. Briscoe. Well, KR fans won't want to remember the cup final in which he got 5 tries for Leeds against the Robins. This is a big kick. Will Price right on the sideline. As tough as they come, and it's just the wrong side, so it stays a 2-score game. But first job for Hull FC was to narrow the gap, and they've done that.
I'll tell you what, coaches are so often, aren't they, the masters of understatement, visually wanting to present that mask of serenity. Well, John Cartwright's not one of those. Neither Zach. They're pumped. The black and white contingent in this stadium are pumped. And we got a game on.
They're a chance. SASA carries forward up towards the 10. They would have liked one of their conversions to have gone over. We saw last night, didn't we? Ron Milnes missed 3 kicks, ultimately led to Castleford just falling short at Wakefield. Well, the thing is, if they get another try, is he tackled? He was. He has to go back.
He's a menace, though, isn't he?
He is.
A real menace from dummy half.
He's starting to get some go forward now. Here they'll carry forward up towards their own 40. Hull FC. Plenty of time remaining here. Not been known for the odd derby comeback, the black and whites. Ball out wide. Here's a chance now. Litton is wrapped up. Batchelor will bring him to the ground just over the halfway line. Last one. Hadley trying to get pressure on Price. Hoists it high. That's the highest of the day. Moore came to get it. Didn't get it. Rapinoe gets it. Gets it away to Eze. He gets it away wide. Big chance here for the black and whites, and they tried to power through. And the tackle made on Martin. But the Robins were wobbling there, but they come up with a try saver.
Well, I tell you, very, very nearly. Esse, and a great offload from Herman Esse. You just wonder, with players outside, did Lewis Martin make the right decision?
Well, it's injected belief into this huge crowd here at the MKM, as does tackling like that.
Oh, listen to the roar. Brilliant work, brilliant defensive work from Hull FC.
Robins with work to do here. Betfred wrapped up, thumped into the ground. 2 tackles remaining. Hull trying to stay squeaky clean as Hadley will carry forward. This is the last one. Need a good kick. Here's Lewis from just outside the 40. Was he hit late by Asiata? No, he wasn't. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. That is a calamitous decision from Asiata, who hit Lewis late. And this is a gift of a territory and a possession now for the Robins.
Just got too enthusiastic, didn't he? It was a brilliant defensive set from Hull FC. And it's just that moment too late. Doesn't Mikey let him know as well? And Aidan Caesar's in conversation with the referee. Decision has been made.
Well, John Asiata was saying because he took him to the ground, he didn't feel that was a late hit, but the referee's having none of it. And now it's the Robins' turn, but they need points here, Hull Kingston Rovers. Are they about to deliver them now and just quell the atmosphere here at the MKM? Certainly the 3,000 or so Hull Kingston Rovers fans behind the posts away to our left will be hoping so. Set restart here, 8 points the lead. Minchella back here, ball driven forward. Ray Hargreaves back into the action. They're going for the power play here. So Asosu turned away initially, pumps the legs, can't reach out. He can see the line, but he can't get the ball on it. He's tackled a metre away. Litton gets it away. Ray Hargreaves is going nowhere. SA got to him. Ball now working to the right. Here's May. Caesar races out of the line. Great tackle. Had to make it and did. Well, FC are fighting here for every tackle. And now a penalty against Hull Kingston Rovers. Ball in hand for dissent.
Wow. Well, Willie Peters will be upset and Tyrone May looks to be the culprit, but I tell you what, you doff your cap to Hull FC. They put themselves under pressure through Asiata's error, but then their response was absolutely emphatic, wasn't it? Every defensive decision they made, Ashworth on Suaso Su, Aidan Caesar cutting off any kind of access point for a Robins attacker, and then they get the chance to clear their lines. It's a brilliant piece of defensive play, a brilliant 60 seconds for Hull FC.
They've had a couple of chances second half, Hull Kingston Rovers, and they're not getting the job done at the moment, and it's just at that point in the game where if Hull score next, then all of a sudden the psychological battle, I think, goes in favour of Hull.
Yeah. It's more than that. There's been a couple of errors in possession, but I think they've had the door shut in the face as well by this resilient side. But oh dear, just as we say it, Rapana is claiming a strip. Be interested to see whether Caesar decides to challenge this one.
Well, they got the chance. They are going to go for it. They're going to challenge it. Rapana, he said straight away, it was ripped out.
Hull FC are challenging the on-field decision of a knock-on. Oh, we'll have a look, mate. That's the
captain's challenge, or challenging the on-field ruling of a knock-on. So coming into contact at this point, tackle. Is there up on that ball? Can I see this in full speed, please, on a different angle? Just.
Okay, I appreciate it's a big game, mate.
Just need to see the arm in full speed to look at what effect the collision has. So full speed, please. And again, please, something full speed. Yeah, play this again, please. And then something slow, please. I just need to establish if there is a pull on the ball. So I've looked at what I need to do in full speed. So slow, just need to see the hand. Go. Keep going, please. Yeah, something else, please. Keep going, please. And then can you stay in this angle, please, and play this in full speed? So stay in this angle, please, in full speed. So play this in full speed. So Michael Lewis pulls on the ball. He's entitled to wrap the ball up, but he then pulls the ball, which dislodges it. The challenge is successful.
It's going to be the zero tackle, isn't it?
Yeah, correct. So he pulls it out,
yeah,
and the ball goes forward in relation to the floor.
Okay. It's going to be zero tackle.
It's a one-on-one, so he's entitled to strip.
It was one-on-one. Okay.
Well, he's entitled to make the tackle, entitled to strip the ball, but as you can hear from the roar around the crowd. Look, and Mikey's shaking his head. I think that's the correct decision.
Zero, Jordan.
Well, it's another successful challenge for Hull FC. They've still got that challenge. Now, can they get some points to get them back within one score? Things just starting to go the way. There we go, 2 successful challenges. Hull KR lost theirs early on. As here's Ashworth. Ashworth trying to dip the line again. And he does, and he's still going.
Hasn't he been good off the interchange, Spence? Came on earlier than probably expected with the injury to Ed Chamberlain, but he's been really effective.
He has. Here now, the ball back to SA. They've not been able to unleash him just yet. He's tackled inside the 30. Here come Cartwright's boys. Caesar out the back to Price. Rapana bumps one up. He's going to score! Hull FC alive and kicking on Derby Day. John Cartwright can't quite believe it. The black and whites are back within a score. What a game! What a comeback from Hull FC. They're 4 behind.
And what a piece of individual play by Jordan Rapana. Wow! And he's celebrating, isn't he? Happy with himself, and so you should be, sir. First Super League try of the season. Oh, and how he scored it. What a score. What a timely score, and the manner of this good set-up play. We're used to seeing this now from Hull FC. Price draws his man, and then it's just 2 fens, switch a ball. He's such an experienced player, is Jordan Rapana. Look at the balance and the change of ball carrying arm. So it's first of all, it's a fend on the outside, change of carrying arm, fend on the inside defender. Oh, that's brilliant. So good to watch. Assey out in the thick of things. That combination between Assey out and Caesar's dynamite, isn't it? But that is silky, silky skills from Jordan Rapana. And that's all the experience in the world. I can't tell you how difficult that is. You're changing direction, you're evading defenders, and once again, someone's going to have to tell him. The rules are, John, as a head coach of a Super League side, you've got to remain po-faced on all occasions.
Here's the kick, and this is a good one. They're back within 2. Who would have thought this when Kate Cuss got his marching orders on 16 minutes? But the black and whites are believing here, and all of a sudden it's Hull Kings and Rovers who have got questions to answer. Well, he's gone all Danny Maguire, hasn't he?
I tell you what, he's quickly established himself as a bit of a legend in these parts. Is John Cartwright. And I think he's riding every moment along with the rest of these fans. And I tell you, the momentum and the energy now is all with one side. Here's Ashworth again, careering into another tackle. And the Robins need to find a response. The 2-point cushion you don't feel with the way that Hull FC are playing is going to be enough.
I said to you in that last set, as Borough makes another big run forward, just feel that Hull KR needs some points just to calm themselves down. And I guess the same point now goes to Hull FC. Having got back in it, they don't need to do anything silly now, as SA bumps one off, and then the blue shirts converge on him to bring him down just short of the halfway line.
Well, we've got a quarter of this game left. And are we looking at one of the big comebacks of the last couple of years? Price gets the ball up on the last tackle, puts Morg underneath it, well taken by the fullback, but clattered in the challenge by Aidan Caesar. And the roars once again ring out around the MKM.
They are pumped up, make no mistake about that. 2016, famously Hull FC were 20 points to 0 down and managed to turn it around. The deficit might not have been as great this time, but with a player sent off, it felt just as big. And every challenge now roared to the rafters. And look, as a supporter of any team in any sport, all you want is your team to give you absolutely everything you've got. And that's exactly what Hull FC are doing here. Here's Lewis, last one, wanders forward, sends it up, kicks it high on the wind. Price will catch it a couple of metres off his own line. He will look to counter. He's wrapped up 15 away. We're inside the final quarter. First instalment of a blockbuster day. Wigan Saints to come. 3 o'clock Sky Sports action. Cannot wait for that one. Oh, now then, there's a trouble here. Is that Burgess, who is down? And well, look at that. It might be Derby Day. There might be no love lost, but when it comes to player welfare, the players are all over it. And Hardacre just making sure that Burgess was okay there.
Yeah, he's careered and reeled out of that tackle really awkwardly, hasn't he, Joe Burgess? So the medical team will take the time and assess. Maybe time for us lot to take a bit of a breath as well. It'd be really interesting. I mean, I'm looking at Willie Peters now actually prowling the touchline, really trying to rev his players up. It's not often you see this. I think he recognises here that this wave of emotion and momentum is with the opposition side. They've had a tough 2 or 3 weeks, haven't they? And you did have that niggle in the back of your mind that had the sheen been knocked off Hull KR with that defeat to Wigan last week. But take nothing away from the black and whites. Set back to 12 men on 15 minutes, and they have brought it to their opposition.
They have. Burgess is going to have to leave the field. The pleasing thing, he's able to stand up and walk off freely. He will get the head injury assessment. Got a double here in the cup win 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, just his head on the wrong side. Then he's connected with a hip of Jordan Rapinoe.
What it does show, even when you're winning week in, week out, as Hull KR have been doing, when you get a flurry of fixtures that are big, high-emotion games, like the Hull derby was in the Cup, like the Wigan game was, trying to beat the champions, and then coming back here again 2 weeks after your last visit, it's very difficult, isn't it?
They're not robots, are they?
Oh, look at this for hands. Price is into the line. Price is breaking away. Needs to find support. Finds Litton. Litton drop on the shoulder. He's tackled. Great work from Hull again. They are playing some champagne stuff here. They're backing their skill. And he's coming to the fore now as SASA will go room one up the middle. I think the roof will come off here if the black and white score next. Last one, Asiata, they're coming to this side again. Caesar gets it to Price, finds Rapinoe, a great tackle, Gildart. Gildart comes up with a must make, and he does make it.
Right, you wonder whether they lost track of the tackle count there. Short break in play, but they start in a fairly decent position, and haven't they responded well? Hull FC, look at this break again. The one-arm carry from Will Price, couple of steps, and Davy Litton just about rounded up by a set of Robins. Artur Morg out of dummy half now, trying to make some meters, trying to wrestle that momentum back a little bit for the Robins.
The forwards need to start making some meters, don't they, for Hull KR here. Here's a carry now. Knight goes shoulder to shoulder with Uriah Hargreaves. He's tackled on halfway. One left after this as Litton explodes out of dummy half. He's wrapped up.
That's important from his counterpart, Amir Burra. That needed to be a strong contact and wrap up the ball.
Lewis has it. No thought of running, just sends it high. Briscoe waits underneath there, comes up with it. Gildart did his level best to put him off, but the experienced Briscoe comes up with a ball. And here now is Litton carries forward. Hull FC, just a couple of points in arrears here. Here's Martin, will he get an opportunity on Derby Day to show his pace? As Price is in at dummy half, all of a sudden it's all black and whites at the moment.
And they're sending their backs in as well to really speed things up around the ruck. It's Litton, it's Price, it's Rapinoe.
Tackle made over halfway. Burra in at dummy half. Ball to Caesar. Sends it downfield. Morg backpedals onto his own try line, catches it right on the whitewash. What's the chase like? It's not too bad. They'll get him 15 off his own line. It's on the knife edge now.
No, it's really good stuff from Hull FC. They're in the zone here.
These are big carries for Hull Kingston Rovers. Here they move the ball along now to Lewis, looking to launch a counter. They almost break through. They do break through. Gildart wrapped up. Good challenge. But the Robins just starting to break a couple of tackles. Here's Lewis now. Thought about the big pass. He's dragged down by Price. Tackle made. A try and a goal would calm any Robins' nerves as Litton is out of dummy half. Looks to one-hand pass it to May. May gets it away to Lewis. Lewis finds Hiku. Hiku running, gets it away back to May. May, if he gets the ball over the top, they've got the numbers. Bass batted back, punched away. It's going to be a set restart. Here's Batchelor going for the line. Batchelor inside, sidesteps through. Hull run out of defenders. Batchelor scores. a 6-point lead with a kick to come. It was too fast and furious. Hull FC couldn't get a ball on the ground, and Batchelor makes them pay.
And Batchelor on his return, and he's had to play in a different position as well for the last 10 minutes. Burgess lost a reshuffle. He moved out to the centres, and he found himself in the right place at the right time. And relief, I think, for more than anything else on Willie Peters' face. Jez Litton dangerous out of dummy half. They refused to let the ball die. Tyrone May back to Mikey Lewis. Hiku finds some space back on the inside, and this is a tired-looking Hull FC defence now. They've had to do a mountain of work. Lewis Martin does his best. Artur Morg keeps it going, and then Hull FC defenders all racing out to try and stop an overlap, and James Batchelor cuts back against the grain, celebrates and kicks the ball into that wave of red and white out to our left. And is that the try? Is that the try that quietens down and dampens down this remarkable Hull FC resurgence?
Well, it all came from the Gildart break from deep inside his own half, and that got the Robins rolling. And look what it means in the stands.
No, kudos to the fellow at the bottom as well. He's celebrating, has not dropped a single bit of his drink there. That's excellent. High-level stuff.
This is a big kick for Artur Morg. Batchelor back in the lineup, and I think Hulkinson Rovers much better when he is in that starting 13. Here is Morg. He's been heavily involved today. 1 from 2. Here Morg then looking to open up a 2-score lead. Time running away from Hull FC. Well, it looks a chip shot. He's practicing his swing. Can he add the 2? Yes, he can. 8 points now, the Robins lead. Are they about to extend their lead at the top of the Betfred Super League table?
Now, welcome back to Super League. James Batchelor has missed a few games. I'll tell you, I think there could be a twist yet. I don't think Hull FC are done. They've shown what they're capable of. They just need to get themselves in the right parts of the field. Fatigue clearly setting in with both sets of middle forwards at the moment. There are gaps appearing everywhere. It's been played at such a high intensity, Mark, hasn't it? We don't feel like this has dropped off for a second. A true derby. Played in great spirits, with the possible exception of the Cade Cuss dismissal. And the fans fully engaged.
Here's Sue now. Will that just calm the Robins down? Can they see out this game in style? All of a sudden there's a bit more zip about their forwards, there's a bit more fatigue from Hull FC, and you just wonder if the Robins can go back-to-back here. Then it may run away from a brave Hull FC side. Down the middle they go with Hadley. Wrapped up, 20 away. Last one. Lewis calls for it and gets it now. He's going to send it high. They're going to look to challenge Briscoe. Ball down on the ground, collected! A flying finish! And is that a first Hulkinson Rovers try for Jan Warrea-Hargreaves? He celebrates. He thinks he's scored. He might just have settled it on Derby Day.
The ball, please, mate.
Tackle 5, got him for a call of the try, so we check it onside, offside, into challenging grounding, so we can pause the ball on the foot there, so all chases are onside, so we can stay on this angle, please, and roll it through. So keep going through. And then in something towards the challenge, just to determine who the ball comes off. So, does that ball... Yeah, so slow on this, please, so jump contest is fine. That comes off Hiku. Just go back just to confirm that the ball does come off the OKR hand. So slow on this, please. So jump and fair challenge. Ball. Just the other side. Something from the other side will do, please, just to confirm this. So slow, please. Ball comes off Hiku, then something possibly from the wide angle, just for perspective as to where the ball travels. This will do, yeah. So we know the ball is touched by Hiku. So the ball is touched at this point. The ball then goes backwards in relation to the ground, and then it's picked up by Warrior Hargreaves, and we're just something on the ground, if please. So possibly the corner. So jump. Still in possession at this point. Still in possession. I can't see the ball on that angle, just something else. This will do us. In possession. And the ball is grounded. I've made a decision.
What a moment for one of the legends in rugby league. Over 300 NRL games for Jared Warrior-Hargreaves, who announced this week he'll be retiring at the end of the season. That might go in his career highlights reel. The acrobatic finish, and surely the seal on a Derby Day win for Kingston Rovers.
And you'll never see a more acrobatic finish from that man. He is a grunt forward, isn't he? And been one of the very, very best. And a penny for the thoughts of that man. His side has shown incredible spirit, incredible resilience. But take a look at the leap here from Peter Hiku. Everybody on side. He's just out-competed and out-jumped and provided an opportunity for one of the old stages, but one of the very, very best we've seen in the modern game. Jared Warrior-Hargreaves over here on a one-year deal, as you said, announced his retirement. He's going to bring the curtain down on what has been a glittering club and international career. And he has put his mark on this game in some style, hasn't he?
Here's Morg to extend the lead yet further. Another 2 points, and it could well be 2 points on the league ladder that extend the Robins lead at the top. Warrior-Hargreaves scores. Willie Peters went down the pitch side. It was getting a little bit touch and go for the Robins, but 2 tries from Batchelor and Warrior-Hargreaves in quick succession means the Derby Day spoils will be going against Hull FC. Kate Cuss head down, sent off inside the opening quarter of the match. A decision that the guys at half-time felt had to be made.
Well, look, you tried telling Hull FC this game's over. Davy Litton there, completely committed, and they regained possession, and another brilliant drive here by Essay. They're not going to die wondering, are they?
Well, they generally have got nothing to lose now, have they? They need to come up with a miracle, and they've got about 11 minutes remaining. Don't forget, still to come, Wigan against St Helens, live from a sold-out Brick Community Stadium. And there's going to be some breaking news there once we get away from here, and it's going to be good news, I believe, for the Wigan Warriors fans. We'll hear more about that from Jenna Brooks shortly. Here come Hull FC, looking to work the ball forward now. Back on the angle for Ashworth. He's looking to offload. The Robins know he's a big threat as the wind whistles round the MKM here. Price floats it across field. Hardacre, ball dropped, went forward there. That's going to be another set here. In fact, it's going to be a penalty because Price was taken out after he kicked the ball.
It's either the contact on Price or there's maybe even an offside in here. Ball collected by a Robin in front of the attempted catcher.
Hit the line, hit the line. Discipline now, will you?
Yeah, it was knocked on, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's Gildart who's knocked it on, and then well, the reactionary take from Lewis. Yeah, so right, Hull FC, you've got 3 tries to score, and you've got 10 minutes to do it in.
Can they get one here? They're racing out, quick hands, finds Martin. Martin slicing through, full back to beat. Tackle made by Morg, needed to make it as well. Hadley around the bootlaces. Hull knocking on the door here. Can they conjure up another bit of magic? Rapana sliced and then slid, still goes again. Turns and is wrestled to the ground. Hadley all over him. They're going to that left-hand side here. They've got bodies in motion. Miss out pass finds Martin, but it was too strong, the pass. Had to wait for it. Just a fraction behind him. Not had any room today, the young Hull FC flyer, short pass, Esse. Well, the arm was free, he wanted to get that away. He wants to play it quickly, last one here. Price floats it out wide, they're looking for Rapiner. Ball, I think it's been knocked on, it's regathered by Lewis. He's gone dead in goal, and that will be a knockover and a turnover. And the Robins survive a test of their line. They lead by 14 points with just 8 minutes remaining. John Cartwright was hoping that his team could pull it off, but it looks like they're going to come up just short.
Yeah, it was an important set of defence, wasn't it? And once again, athletes, competitors from both sides giving absolutely everything. It's been a wonderful derby. It's not been short of controversy, has it? You get the feeling that Hull FC needed to come up with something on that visit.
Well, it would have lit the paper again, wouldn't it? The blue touch paper. The noise has been incredible here at the MKM. As soon as the gate, even before the gates opened, there were thousands of fans outside. It's a near sellout here. It's sold out the brick this afternoon. Looks like being a record-breaking weekend for attendance in Super League. Ball here with Minchella up towards halfway. You feel any more Robins points would be harsh on Hull, but the reality is it's been 12 against 13 for over 50 minutes here. Here's Litton on his bike, slices through, gets it away. Lewis with a chip over the top, plenty of black and white shirts. Bit of panic there from Litton. He maybe had a bit more time than he thought there, David Litton. And it'll be a goal line dropout. Just time for a bit more pushing and shoving as Briscoe and Hadley are going nose to nose in the in-goal area.
Hadley taken exception to something. I think he maybe felt like he was taken out off the ball. But I agree with you, David Litton, given the circumstances, you've got to try and take that and stay in field. Well, Hadley and Briscoe still going at it. Mikey Lewis involved, as he always is, with a nice piece of advice for the opposition players. It'd be interesting to see what happens here, because Dean Hadley's not the type of person to react like that. You know, he's as tough as they come, but he's as honest as they come. So, David Litton, I'm not sure about the kick. Yeah, just an escort off the ball. It's an escort off the ball from Briscoe. Yeah, and Dean Hadley's not happy about that.
I'm a goal line dropout, Tom, and I'm going to speak to the captains. Yeah.
It's clear change in direction, isn't it? Unnecessary from Briscoe, but you see the highly charged atmosphere that we're still dealing with here, even at this late stage of the game.
Yeah, I'm going to give a goal line dropout. I'm going to speak to the players. Okay. Okay, man. Captains, please, boys. Okay.
We don't need any boys.
Yeah.
Either team.
Let's have a chat now, okay? Yes? Don't need you, man. Thank you. Mate, listen, I get it. I appreciate it's an old derby, okay? What we've got here, the ball's gone dead anyway, so it is a goal line dropout. Yeah. What we don't need is players from both teams. Mikey Lewis is your problem, okay? And we've got players from you as well running in. So let me speak, Eddie. Now, I can sit players down with 6 minutes to go in a whole derby, or I can leave it with you two as captains to manage it, okay? Go and speak to them. I appreciate that. You go and speak to them, okay?
Go speak to them, says the referee, Liam Moore. A bit of pushing and shoving, a bit of much about nothing with 6.5 minutes remaining.
Aidan Caesar complaining that evidence is against the Robins because Tom Briscoe's had his shirt ripped.
It's derby day. Things happen. And like I said, Dean Hadley not normally involved in that kind of behaviour. 6 minutes left, 14 points to lead. Is there going to be any more points? Are there going to be more tries for the Robins fans to enjoy here?
Well, it has to be an attempted short dropout here, an attempt to regain possession for Hull FC.
They do go short. It's a good goal line dropout as well, and it's regathered, and it's Litton who comes up with it. That was a great restart.
He's a tall fella. Saw him walking down the tunnel before the game earlier today. The guy must be 6'3", arms outstretched, be 8 foot tall. A real asset for them.
Here's Litton, youngster. 24th appearance in the first team for him. He's 20 years of age. More derbies to come for him. All with Denis Barnforth, who finally gets off the bench. Here's Esse, flicks it to Sam Esse. He's trying to work his way forward. It's been a brave effort from Hull. But crucially, being down to 12, you feel has just caught them out in the end. They're not done just yet. They're going through the hands. Here's Hardacre. Hardacre back into the centres. As Caesar just took a knock, I think, off the as he passed the ball there. He's just struggling at the moment. Ball down the short side with Briscoe. Pumps it downfield. Should be collected in goal. That'll be a 7-tackle, 20-metre restart. It was worth the effort, but the kick was far too deep.
Yeah, it was right option, wrong execution. He claimed he was taking out off the ball. Referee having none of it. Yeah, with 5 minutes left, I think, you know, we know where the spoils are going to land now. But this is, I think it's been a solid enough display from the Robins. Clearly plenty to work on for Willie Peters' men. But, you know, if there's credit in defeat, you give that in spades to Hull FC, don't you? I think their performance has been brutish at times, resilient, stubborn, and moments of real class as well.
I think if you'd have asked any Hull FC fan at the start of the year, we'll come back to that in a moment. Tanganora almost breaks through, wants a quick play of the ball. Litton's on his bike again. Litton's got defenders retreating, can't quite break through. Inside the 10 he goes. The Hull Kingston Rovers about to put the icing on the cake here. They'll fire it to May. Sure, pass on the ground, knocked on by Hull. That's going to be another set. It was a knock on. Oh, and then Barnforth just chucked the ball into the face of Hiku, just politely rising. There's a few rip shirts on show today here. Kitman's going to be busy this week. I'm just going to make the point about Hull. I think, look, if we'd have offered them second in the table after 7 rounds, they would have taken that, wouldn't they? I know today is disappointing, but it's still been a positive start to what many expected from the black and whites.
Yeah, of course. Look, and you know, and when cooler heads prevail, you know, they can take stock of the opening quarter of the season and be really happy. And they've also got a blueprint on the other side of the city, haven't they? Both of these Hull sides have undergone the rebuild over the last few years. Clearly, Hull KR are further down that line of progression, but Hull FC, I mean, they've been brilliant. Their transformation since last year.
Still yet to win on home soil, and Wigan arrive here next week in the Super League. As the ball works its way inside the 10 again. Are there late spoils for the Robins? They're going short here, trying to power their way to the line. Tanganoa stopped a couple of metres. They've got numbers if they go to the left. Intercept was on. I think Hiku thought it was going to be intercepted. He went there with Briscoe. He'll take the tackle. 15 out. Well, the pass was on, but they didn't quite execute it. Shot goes in on Murray Hargreaves, gets it away to Lewis. Lewis sidestepping, opted not to go with the support. Ashworth smashes into him inside the 10. Last one. They're loaded up to the right. The Robins looking to put the seal on things. Hull just holding back. Here's Morg, ball over the top. Nowhere to go on that far side. They'll take the tackle, they'll go in a touch. It doesn't matter. Time against Hull FC here. But it's getting a little bit fractious now. Yeah,
I think just the frustration, because I think at times they perform so well. The young boys have got to calm themselves here.
Well, Price and Sam Esse were involved there, and Esse did lash out a little bit. Well, the video referee has got a decision to make here. As we go inside the final couple of minutes, there's still pushing and shoving here.
Think about it. Yeah. No, take him over there. Sam.
So it was a tackle in the touch. Not much going on there, and then it's just a fight to get the ball back, and then a bit of pushing and shoving.
Time's off.
And then May comes in on Price.
Yeah. give a turn over, mate. Yeah, some of the nothing. Lads, think about it now. He's pushing and shoving. Hand over.
Pushing and shoving. We'll have a handover, says Liam Moore. He gave the red card earlier on. He's had a good game. Two teams desperate to win, but it's going to be the red and white half of the city that will be the happier on Good Friday. Still to come, Wigan will take on St Helens. All the build-up with Brian and the team on the back of this one, as SASA carries forward. Hull were brave. They got back within two despite being a player down, but when they got back within two, Hull Kingston Rovers scored tries through Batchel and Murray Hargreaves that wrap up the win and mean that the Robins, after 8 rounds of the Super League, will be top. Ball out wide, bounces to Briscoe. Briscoe heads in field. John Cartwright will have been proud of his players today, but the wait for a home win goes on for him. Back-to-back derby defeats in Cup and League. Briscoe wanted a penalty, he's not going to get one. Disappointment here, but they've stayed, the black and whites. They're going to applaud their team off for sure. Despite Cuss sending off, they stayed in the battle right to the end as Caesar knocks on. There might be a breakaway try here. Minchella kicks downfield. Broadbent's after it. Hardacre will clear it. And that's it. Derby day. Spoils go to Willie Peters. And the Robins, Minchella celebrates. Rovers bounce back from the first defeat last weekend in the Super League to Wigan, and they come to the MKM and pick up a big 2 points for them.